Okay, we're live, you guys. Okay, so I guess I'll just do. We can go around and around, but first let's talk about. We read When She Unravels, and I actually really enjoyed this book, so I'm excited to talk about it. What did you guys think? Have you guys read Gabrielle Sands before?
No, this was my first time. I was excited.
Yeah. This was a
My
new to me
first two.
author too, so I was kind of excited to try her. But anyways, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining us, and we'll go ahead and talk about When She Unravels, which was a really unique to me mafia romance. Like I've never read one where that's like in Ibiza, and I love that whole location and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to start with Mandy, and then whatever you guys want to give me your rating or whatever.
Okay, so Jessica won't be joining us because she's got lots of stuff going on.
Yeah.
She's out of town. So my rating was like a 4.5, 5 maybe. I couldn't quite decide if it was quite a 5, so then I was like probably 4.5. And I talked to Jessica this morning, and she also rated it a 4.5. And then I have comments for both of us after we're done with the ratings.
Okay. What about you, Jen?
I really enjoyed it. I have been struggling with really enjoying anything lately, and I was really excited to get back into like a mafia romance. I'd never read anything by Gabrielle Sands. So I really enjoyed it. I'm kind of with you guys. I went back and forth on a 4.5 and 5, but I think I'm just gonna go with a 5 for now because it was the first book that like made me want to pick up another book and even continue the series. So
Awesome.
yeah.
I actually was kind of going in between 4.5, 5, but I decided I'm going to give it a 5 because it was unique. There is some stuff, you could pick at like a lot of, oh, this is kind of convenient. These like little things that happened, but I was like, you know what? I enjoyed it. I thought the writing was good, and it was my first time reading her, so I decided I'm just going to give it 5 stars. And I actually wanted to continue like right in the series. My mom read it too, and I think she like had already picked up the second book like right after that.
Yeah,
so that's good.
His sister. I'm like, ooh, I like this.
Yeah. And then we said hi, Megan. Hi, Joanne. Let me get to these comments, you guys.
Hi,
okay.
ladies.
3.5 stars. Yeah, I saw a lot of people giving it 3.5, which I don't think is like horrible for it. I think it did have some stuff that maybe a lot of people maybe wouldn't connect to. It was like the first book in the series. I heard it gets better. Yeah. So that's what I'm like hoping for. Oh, and then Joanne gave it 5 stars. Yay. Yeah, I had a good time with it. I really liked the hero. Although sometimes you're like with like the torture scene and stuff, but I was okay with it because it was sexual torture.
Yeah.
But do you guys want to talk about? So it sounds like we all kind of had a good time with this one, like either 4.5 or 5. So that's pretty good. That's better than how I rated the last book, which I felt bad, but.
Not me too, because I really enjoy Elizabeth O'Rourke, but I just could.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I never read it where like the her like the evil ex-husband that like her husband makes you torture and like do things and gets off on that. Like I found that very unique. So I was like, oh, that's an interesting kind of storyline. And then her going to Ibiza, and I was like, man, I wish I was young and didn't have a kid at like 20. And then I could have just gone to Ibiza and for the summer and work in those clubs and party. Like it sounds like the life.
Yeah, I guess maybe I didn't like pay attention to the blurb, which typically I don't. I like kind of blind. But from what I gather, I was really I was surprised, like pleasantly surprised. I guess I thought like her husband at the beginning was the hero, and so when I realized that he was like a cast off, I was like, oh, this is interesting. And then like, this is really cool.
He
I really,
definitely wasn't the hero.
yeah.
No.
But like
That would have been an
typically,
interesting one.
right. Like, but typically in our mafia romances, like, Cora Riley or whatever, they are
Hmm.
masked up just like she was, and then that is the storyline. Whereas this like took a little bit of a turn, and I really appreciated that. Like, I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked how our heroine solved kind of her own problems and she didn't need the hero. Like thought she killed her husband to get away with the girl.
Yeah.
And then she gets somewhere, she gets mugged, but she keeps solving like her own problems
Mhm.
Yeah.
throughout it. And she didn't need the knight in shining armor, which was kind of a unique twist to the mafia story because usually in
Yeah.
the mafia world, the hero comes in ablazing and
Yeah.
takes care of the poor little one, so it was kind of cool to see that reversed a little bit where she was
Agreed.
Yeah.
doing her
And I
own
liked how
thing.
like it was like her finding her like strength because she really had to be so strong to be in that marriage and like get out, but then to see how she could go on her own and be like independent and strong and like how she basically had to work her butt off like to prove
Yeah.
that she never worked and she worked her butt off to prove to him like I can be a hard worker. And I was like, oh, it just made her really likable. She was just willing to do what it took and she wasn't going to depend on a man to try and like help her situation. So I really liked her character. And
Mhm.
so and that's the thing is like you have to really, for me, if I like the heroine, that's already going to be a good thing. And then I liked how dominant and I almost felt like billionaire at the beginning kind of thing, but then it's, mafia, obviously. But I loved how like she was like kept thinking, oh well, he reminds me of kind of like the mafia men, but no, he's just, businessman because it's like she didn't want anything to do with a mafia guy again in her life. But
That's I liked how she was already strong, but it just
mhm.
I don't know, like how she realized that she was that strong the whole time. She just wasn't allowed to be that way. She didn't irritate me, which let me tell you, I was like, thank God, because that's all I've been getting is just stop
Annoying
irritating
heroines.
y'all. What did Jessica think of it?
What?
What did Jessica think of the book?
She liked it a lot, so she rated it a 4.5. Like she felt like it was a solid
Yeah.
4.5. She had actually read one of her books before. I think it was
Oh.
book 3 in the series. She had just read it, and
Yeah, I
so
remember
she
her
was
saying that.
yeah,
Right.
so she was on board to read the series, and then she just started the second book.
Yeah. I'm
So
gonna
she's
start.
enjoying it.
Good.
She
Yeah.
also really liked how it was very different. Like Jessica reads a lot of mafia, so she
Yeah.
really enjoyed that this book was very different from like the typical mafia world.
I
And
think that's why I ended up giving it 5 stars was because it was unique. And I read a lot of mafia. And I felt like I read so much mafia this month. I was like, oh, I put a lot of mafia on my TBR. So it's like I totally get that, like the uniqueness of it. Like I do love, like Joanne was saying, when they go out of the US. Like that's why I think I love the Mila Finelli series, the King's just out, whatever. I can't think of the name. But like her series, it's like, I can't remember if it's in Sicily. Anyways, it's outside of the US. And so I love that.
Jessica reads a lot of like mafia and MC mafia as well, doesn't she? Like darker mafia.
yeah,
Yeah.
she likes the dark romance.
Yeah. Me and Jessica have a lot of the same vibes. I think.
Jessica's kind of funny because she likes a lot of dark romance, but she also really loves like Secret Baby and Single Dad. So she can go from like the really dark stuff to the really cute stuff. She does not like rom-coms though. Like that's too much for her, but
yeah, like what Joanne was
really
saying, that was different, that the dad didn't worship the daughter like, other mafia books. Oh, she put, sorry, my cat got in the way. I know when cats get involved when you're on a device, I swear. I like appreciated, I thought it was different, I hated her father and, I thought that was interesting. You know, how he just like, because you do see that a lot of mafia romances where they just put the daughter up and they're just for these marriage of conveniences and to be used and stuff. But like, I was like expecting us to like kill that guy or something, but they kind of need to use him to, you know, and I liked how they didn't finish the hero's like complete plan of like taking over yet. So you could tell it's going to go throughout the series. And I liked his like brother or whatever, you know, so you can see these good side characters too. Like her sister, I thought was interesting. And I loved how she, you know, her bond with her sister kind of thing too. But it was sad because she couldn't really be there with her sisters because she couldn't really be herself with everything that she was going through. So yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't too dark. I think the only dark stuff was kind of what she had to go through with her husband. You know, and they didn't put too much of that on page.
I listened to the audio, and when I was listening to it, I was like, oh, this is like a little much for me. I hope this gets over quick. I don't like the whole like torturing and all that stuff.
Well, and then when he was like having her slung up, like his sister was, you know, I was like, oh, okay. And like, I love his brother was like, what are you doing? Like, take her down. Like, you're going too far. Yeah, like this is too far. So,
but it was, I mean, I guess like the torture was just different to me. I was like, I'd never seen anything like that before, where he makes her do this stuff, and it's like implicates her almost, and he gets off on that. I'm like, you're weird.
That's a true psychopath. This guy's like crazy.
Shoot that man. Yeah, for
he
real.
Gets off on like the power and like, and it's like they didn't really have a sexual relationship because he wasn't really interested. Like, this is what he liked. Like, he only had sex with her like the wedding night kind of thing. So I found that interesting. I think I read that in another, like, I just read a Jagger Cole where the husband never really had sex with her and he would make her watch him. Like, this guy, like, Jagger Cole's last book was a little much for me. And I love Jagger Cole. But it was like, and it was repeating like a previous book. So I just read his Dark Heart series. So I just read that. It just came out. And then this book literally had like the same thing where it was like they were enemies and something happened to them in school and a miscommunication. And that's why they hate each other. And I'm like, wait, I just read this in his previous series. So I was irritated. But in that, they like over the top made the husband like villainous, where it was like he would make her watch him like kind of abuse like these escorts and stuff, and like have him give him a blowjob and make her watch and like weird stuff like that. I was like, so this kind of reminded me of like that guy and a little bit in it, but
yeah, that's a little too much. I want the plot, like the good plot.
In
there, and I'm good.
Do we have anything else we want to talk about?
Book? I'm going to continue it because I want to know what happens with his sister, and I like the setup for that. So that one's going to be next. I'm assuming her sister and his cousin are going to be the third book.
Yeah.
But I want to know like how they overthrow the current Dawn and how they get rid of her father, because they have like 2 different mafia families now.
Yeah. The one thing that like kind of annoyed me is like the beach sex. Like, I can't handle when characters have sex on the beach, and I'm like, the sand where, and she literally said like her hands were gripping the sand, but then she was literally touching his dick, and I'm like, what are you doing to his dick if you're touching his hand and you had sand in it, and sand is going everywhere. I literally read 2 books recently that had like beach stuff going on, and I'm like, no, you don't even have a blanket down, and even with the blanket, sand's gonna get all over it. So that took me out of the sex scene a little bit. I was like, wait.
And it was their first time.
Yeah. I'm like, no, that's not real.
A little different there.
Maybe it's like those like in like the Bahamas and Aruba, where it's that really gritty shell sand, so you're not really, you don't have like,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd be like, can we get dressed and go back to a room? You have a room. Let's go somewhere and have sex in a room, please. Not on the sand.
They couldn't wait.
Like, after she almost pretty much tried to kill herself too.
I think we're just showing our age. with this being what bothers us about that scene. It's showing our age.
I know.
If we were all like 20, we'd be like, woohoo!
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah, get it. It's kind of like sex in like the pool and stuff. I'm like, it's not, or like the jacuzzi. I'm like, it's not what what you think it's gonna be.
Oh my God. Okay.
Anyways, yeah, I haven't gone to book 2 because I just have so much on my TBR like I have to get to this month, so I had to like basically put that on hold. But I definitely will probably do that like maybe next month.
Yeah, maybe.
But like even this month, like I basically tried to get like not go for as many arcs because the last few months, the amount of arcs I've had, I've been like too overwhelmed. And then I had the Pam Godwin one that I just like wanted to focus on that one. Which
And that was
have you read that yet, Mandy? The
I
new
have
Pam
not.
Godwin one?
I bought it, so I have it. I need to read
Okay.
it. But when Jessica was a beta reader.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was over 700 pages. But
Mm-hmm.
when it on the Kindle, it's like down to 600.
Well,
So
Oh.
she's really curious about what Pam changed or took out from there, like how it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
correlate. But she's like, that's a really big book to read again.
I think the arc was still 700 something, so maybe it's the like the newer version. Maybe it has a little something less. I don't know, but I freaking loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it.
I just haven't read it yet. But I was like, I was in such a funk with books. I was like, I don't want to go into that right now, and it, you know, like whatever mood I'm in.
Yeah.
For that, and because it's Pam Godwin, like I can't wait.
And it's dark, so like, and actually halfway through, I'm like, this isn't really that bad. Like I read darker, and then you know the surprise comes, and you go, oh, okay, so this is dark,
right? So like it should probably get a little bit darker as we go on too. With the
yeah, and I think the next book, I think it might be coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, she like them like consecutively so that they would come out. Like we don't have to wait. Like Chloe Walsh making us wait a year in between.
We're getting so close.
Like, we're right there.
I was thinking about that. Oh yeah, Joanne, thank you for agreeing with me about the beach sex.
No, Sanity.
Oh yay! You know, I heard people were like that pre-ordered it too. Like the mail's just been like so delayed that usually it would come like day of, and like it's been like delayed. Especially I think getting like the hardback, you know, one or whatever. It's been longer. But I definitely want to order it now, like, because I'm like, oh, I loved it. Like, I don't really buy every book, like, so I'll buy like books on like a lot of times after I read them, and I know like I have to have this book because I love it so much.
Yeah.
But
I want it just for the cover too.
I got Neva Altai's newest book as an ARC. I'm so excited.
Oh,
yes. I can't wait. I have it, but she doesn't want people posting about it until a couple days before the release. So I'm like, do
wow.
I read it now and like hold my thoughts, or I like really want to read it now?
Hey, Jan.
That's gonna be like super quick too.
Yeah. Oh, cool, Joanne. I think you're gonna like it. I did a vlog for it, but like it's like a big spoiler vlog, and so I'm like, I'm waiting a couple, like at least 2 to 3 weeks after now that it's released to like post it, because like me and Jen from the Book Refuge were talking a lot about it, because it was like you needed somebody to talk to that like read it. You're like, because it was insane. Like I love Pam Godwin, and I'm so excited because Jen's gonna have an interview. She's doing an interview with Pam.
I saw that.
So I'm so excited because I love her. Like, I don't think I've disliked any book I've ever read by her. So
Jessica and I are going to be doing an interview with Pam Godwin too.
Oh, you are?
Oh my God.
That's exciting.
We have several interviews lined up with different authors coming up.
Dude, that's so exciting. Like, that's hitting it. You've hit it now. You're interviewing. I think she's so beautiful too. Like she's just so like good to her fans and stuff. And so I would die to meet her. Like it'd be so cool. But Jan gave it 3 stars. It was light in the mafia for me. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it was pretty lusty. But I don't know why. I just liked it. We all gave it like me and Jen gave it 5 stars. And then Mandy and Jessica gave it 4.5, since you're just jumping in here. So, I mean, we all really enjoyed it. I do think there are little things like just the convenient thing of like, oh, the girl she let go just happened to be like his sister. Was like, okay. But I'm like, whatever. It's a book. I'm not going to nitpick like the little things. Although I did nitpick the beach sex.
It did not bother me that they were connected because it wasn't actually that surprising. They're mafia families. And so that his sister would get kidnapped and be tortured by him when that's his job. Didn't actually feel that far stretched when everything kind of connected. And when she takes her to the airport, that's the only flight she can get out like really quickly. So the fact that
they happen to go on that same flight and then they happen to go on another flight. So it's like, okay, it kind of makes sense.
But did you see it coming, Mandy?
That bothered by it. What?
Did you see that coming? Like that it was her? Whenever she walked into his office and she started screaming, did you see that? I guess like I was just involved in the story. I never even saw that coming. And I was like, I mean, now it makes sense. Like I
didn't see it coming, but as soon as that was the reaction, I'm like, oh, that's the girl. Okay.
Yeah. I think I was involved in the story too, because I wasn't even like thinking it. I'm like, oh, he has a sister, because he kept bringing up a sister. And I'm like, well, where's she at? So I think I was just invested in them. Like I didn't really care.
Sometimes when you're reading a book, though, you just never know, like, if what you see coming is actually going to be what you see coming, or if it's just, like, random, like, oh, he has a sister, and that's setting up, like, book number 5 eventually, or whatever. So you can never really tell. But coincidences happen all the time in life, so, I mean...
And in books. I mean, we read a lot, too, so we're like, I bet it's going to happen, and then it doesn't, but it's like, is it... a product of the fact that I read so much and like we read so much more, you know what I mean? Like it's like, do you see the twist coming? But I didn't see that. I think I was just like, I was enjoying the book, and then when she started screaming, and I was like, oh shit, okay.
I was just happy they were finally getting it on, and I was in that moment. But then I was like, why did they have beach sex? So I was in the beach sex thing, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, it's a sister. I'm like, you have money, you don't need to have sex in the sand. Okay. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say.
Shocked about what's happening, and that it's his sister that she had, and Amber's like, these people have sand in their butt cracks. What is happening?
They need to go rinse off.
They did.
Put some lotion on.
Oh my god.
She clearly needs to pee. She doesn't want a UTI.
Yeah. There we go. Oh my god, he didn't use protection.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, so that took me out a little bit. So I think I was like more focused on that, and then I was like, oh wow, like I didn't even know this was happening. But I really did like the side characters too. I even liked the girls that she became friends with, you know, and they like took her in after, like, because you don't know many like nice women out there can be bitchy and catty, and those girls totally took her in after she got all her stuff stolen and like helped her get a job. And so I really liked that too. It was like, oh, that's cool, you know, some
I was waiting for something sinister to happen with the girls at first.
You're like I don't trust nice girls.
Kind of, because I've read a book where he was blind and he was trained to travel, and this poor guy kept getting like mugged all the time when he was in Europe, and I'm like, so I just was waiting for that to happen to her again.
Like maybe they were in cahoots with like whoever stole the money from her, and they just kind of like that movie Taken with Liam Neeson, where like they meet the guy and then he brings. Like
that just shows how much dark and like romance we read, that we're waiting for like the bad thing. And then I kind of get irritated when authors always write like the evil women, you know, like there's always that kind of like 2-dimensional character. So I like it when it's not like girls hating on girls kind of thing, because it's like, you know, let's come together.
Yeah, they helped her get a job. They gave her a place to stay. They bought her some food. Like that was really nice. Yeah, I like.
So yeah, I mean, I think it was really good. I'm gonna continue. I started following her on Instagram. I saw she had like a giveaway, and so I like posted that. I was like, so I'm definitely interested to, because that was one of my goals this year too, is to read new to me authors. And so I'm happy. Like I was looking at I like do a spreadsheet and I'm keeping track of like the new to me. And I'm like, wow, like I actually read like quite a few new to me authors this last month, which usually it's always like the same ones that I read. So I ended up, I really enjoy it. And now I have a new author that I can check out. I don't know if this is her first series or if she's got like a bigger backlist, but I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, I didn't check that out. I don't know. What else do we have?
So what are you guys currently reading right now?
What are you reading, Mandy?
I just finished Figure 8 by Calla Reed this morning. It's a psychological like thriller. It's not really a romance book. And it just kind of left me with my jaw hanging up.
Is it a part of the series? Or is it a standalone?
It's a standalone.
Oh.
And so
okay. Megan's asking if we picked our next book yet, which we didn't. Because we were going to try and plan something for that. I think we're going to talk ahead of the show today, but then Jessica going to come. So I'm not sure what we're doing for next month. And is it on Jen's channel? I keep forgetting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we go to Jen's next. It'll be our 1 year Buddy Read anniversary.
Yeah. We've done this for a year. Can't believe it.
Should we pick another Megan? See if we can get it right this time. Oh my gosh. That was funny. Our very first one, and we're like,
we hated it.
Flop. I'm like, oh my God. These ladies, this is our first one. They don't really know me, and I didn't like it.
I know. We were all scared to be like,
yes,
I hate this.
Hey, Chantel, I haven't read that one yet.
Is that the first one or the third one in that series? I always forget which order they go in because there's is it the first one, the ritual, or the sacrifice? I don't know. I need to read them, but I saw how long it was and saw mixed things. So I was I kind of put it off at the end of the year. I was about to do that. I'm reading The Savage. I didn't read that one because I heard a lot of bad things about The Savage. And it I don't know. I didn't seem like I was going to love it. And I didn't want to end the Kingmakers series because that's right after The Spy. And it's kind of it ended with The Spy, but then she kind of told this extra story. And I don't know. It didn't sound great to me. So I just kind of put that off and have never read The Savage. So I don't know. Let me know if you end up liking it because maybe I'll give it a shot. I was scared to leave that series that I loved on a bad note.
Yeah, that was
okay. Joanne says that book is the second.
Sinner.
Yeah, because I need to read the first one, but I don't know. I was gonna do the audiobook. I think I was thinking about using a credit for it, but because they were really long, and I'm it better not just be a super enough because I'm seeing a lot of this super long, dark romance. It's over the top dark smut, and it's just the whole book is that.
Yeah,
I just read That Sick Love, and that it felt too long. I liked it. I didn't DNF it like I DNF'd Haunting Adeline.
Oh my God, you don't like this. I'm not giving you any more.
But I liked it, but I was this is 150 pages too long because it's every chapter was over the top sex. It was no story. It was just all sex. And I was skimming the sex scenes and I was starting to be okay, we don't need to make a 500-page book that could be told in 350, take out that amount of sex, and then it would be a 5-star for me, maybe, I don't know. So, but I mean, I didn't hate it or anything. I saw that Jessica gave it 1 star or something on Goodreads when I went to go rate it. So
the religious aspect of it.
Megan's not loving it so far. Yeah, I heard bad things, and I mean, I heard kind of a negative thing from somebody that's a Sophie Lux stan. So it's and it felt I don't know. I wasn't really into, is it Nero? Shoot. The Savage Lover, it's supposed to be their daughter or whatever. I think it's Nero. Yeah. I didn't really like this one as much as the rest of the series. And it's their daughter. And it feels very heavily centered around them using drugs and selling drugs and I was just kind of like party drug kind of thing. And I don't know, it just didn't sound that great to me. So we should all reread Birthday Girl for the anniversary.
The bonus content.
Oh, it does? Oh, ooh.
There's a new one. She just put a new one out like a couple months ago, and it has the bonus content.
Wow. I haven't reread that. I only read it the first time.
Love it.
So I was nervous to reread it and be like, is it going to hold up? It probably will.
It will.
I'm right there with you. It's like one of my favorite books, but I do not want to reread it. I just want to
honestly, it got
hold on to it.
I would like get even giddier, like the cute little scene in the kitchen with the Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Giddy, her in the bathroom and the loofah. Where'd the loofah go? You never bought him another loofah. Love it. I love that book.
I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know what type of book we want to do. If we want, like, I'm like, I have no idea. So I guess we finally need to discuss that.
What are you
make a plan?
Are you reading anything now?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I just started All the Lies by Rena Kent because I'm reading her backlist.
Okay.
And vlogging it, and I don't know how I feel about it already, but it's like a duet, so it's all the lies and like I think all the truths. I just finished Sophie Lark's Love Contract, and I really liked it.
Okay.
I liked it a lot better than Minx and Grimstone, which because those were like over the top, just insta lust and sex right at the beginning, and it's all sex. And this one like was slow burn, like it was really good. Like I think I gave it like 2.5 chilies. Because it wasn't focused on sex the whole time. And so I was like, okay, I'm liking this. Like, I know Sophie was trying something new, than like something different. But I don't want to read like just pure erotic romance from her. Like, so I really liked it. But yeah, so, but I don't know.
I'm reading Serpentine. Oh my God, y'all. It's so good.
I read that. I had the arc for it and I loved it. Like it's very dark in the beginning because it's like got the on-page assault, but like I think it's so realistic of like the things that go through a head of like somebody that's had that happen to them. And it was just so beautifully written, like the way she described it. And it was just like the hopelessness and like the cutting yourself. Oh, it was just so impactful. Like, I think that's why I gave it like 5 stars as mostly
I'm halfway through. Like they haven't gotten together yet, but they've kind of like done something. And I love the relationship between these two. And I mean, I really love the way that, I love Gianna's writing anyway, but how different it is from The Fallen Men. Like just the way that the verbiage and everything. I like how she can, go down different. I love it. It's so.
And I don't always love sapphic romance. Like I think it's because I read like one that didn't work for me. So then I was always like, oh, I don't think I really want sapphic. But I actually really enjoyed that one. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and give some more. I'm more into like the man on man.
Yeah.
Male.
This one,
the kind of romance I love.
I mean, it's really like they haven't really done anything, but it's really sensual, just the way that they are with each other. And
I think it was like kind of powerful book too, because she's like she's bringing light to things like about how at schools and universities and how rape occurs and sexual assault, and it's just swept under the rug, and like so much, and it still happens. It's an ongoing thing. And about victims not being believed, and the whole Me Too movement, which is like, even like if you come forward, people don't. So I don't know. It just had so much deeper stuff going on that I was so impressed with it.
Yeah, it's so far.
Have you read that yet, Mandy?
No.
It's a good one. I didn't want to pick it up. I bought it, but I had been in like that really weird funk, and so I read our book this month, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick it up because I'm in a good headspace, and I wanted to like this, and oh my God, it's so good so far. So I'm like, yeah, we got to get off so I can read it.
Which one is the Kings of Mafia series? Because I read one Michelle Hurd, and I never went back because I'm really bad about going between series. But I read one where I think it was like her stepbrother, and they're like, and the series was like set where it's like not the same mafia. It's like different mafia throughout. I don't know. But that's a series I started with. I actually liked it. So I need to actually go back to Michelle Hurd and read more of her mafia romance. Have you guys read any of her stuff?
I haven't.
I haven't either, and I was just looking on Goodreads. It looks like Jessica has the first book in that, the
In that series?
Sinners,
Grieving
marked
Danger.
as to be read.
Okay. So I think
Craving
I read
Danger.
a different series by like,
I
well, the
think I
first
was
book.
looking at the Sinners, not
Yeah, the
Craving
Sinners
Danger.
one I think is the one that I read, like the first one. And I heard like it's better, like the other books are better. So I don't know why I stopped. It's what I always do. I stop and start series. I have too many series, too many mafia series going on.
Yeah.
And it's like I constantly bouncing between them and I need to like finish.
Yeah, that's how I am.
Oh, she says not the stepbrother one. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the Sinners like one, that series.
Kings of Mafia, Tempted by the Devil is the first one for that one. And that is the one that Jessica has marked as she wants to read.
To be read.
Yeah.
Did she like the other book that she read by Michelle Hurd?
I don't know. I can't. I feel like she's read more by. I feel like I've heard her talk about Michelle Hurd, but I can't think of what she might have read by her.
Yeah. I think her books, like, sometimes they can look long, but they're not. Like, they also, like, read really quickly. Like, it was a pretty fast-paced book. So that's something I'll definitely need to go back to. I need to try and get back to Michelle Hurd. But
Jessica read Taken by a Sinner, and she rated it a 4.
okay, is that the first one?
Yes, Sinner's number
Okay,
1.
so
You've
I think
also
that's
read
the
it,
one I
Amber.
read.
It sounds familiar.
You rated it a 5.
Oh, okay.
Like almost 2 years ago, June 6th, 2022.
2 years ago. I'll get back to that series one day. Oh my God. And I was probably being generous. I don't know. Like now, I think 2 years ago, my taste to like now I'm more nitpicky. Yeah. Like that's why I was worried about reading Birthday Girl. Like kind of like with Untouchable. I've never read Untouchable. And I'm like, will I love it as much as I did like a few years ago? So
you
kind of, I loved
the alpha hole who went after what he wanted.
Oh, that sounds like me. Yeah, but I love stepbrother stuff. So I'm a sucker for like the step thing. So sometimes it works out. Sometimes it's like just stupid. I like it to be more taboo where they were stepbrother and sister for a while, not just like, oh, our parents met, we're like 18, now we're stepbrother, stepsister. That's kind of like, that's not really taboo enough for me.
Not really stepbrother, like
yeah,
together for a considerable amount of time.
Yeah. So I don't know what you guys want to do, what type of book we'd want to do for the next one, but I guess we.
Maybe we should put together a few books and like do a poll. And
that's what I was thinking too. Like the people could vote on it to see like which one they would want us to do for like the 1 year or something.
Yeah, since it's our year and we want them to read it too. So
yeah,
Andy, put together a couple. I mean, honestly, if it came out at the beginning of the month, then I would say no doubt let's do Taming 7. But it doesn't come out.
No way, dude.
It doesn't.
That's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be long.
Jessica has yet to read any of those books.
Are you serious? I thought she read them too.
No, she hasn't. She keeps saying that she's going to. Or she needs to, or she will.
Oh my God.
She doesn't like to read about like high schoolers and like that YA stuff. And I'm like, it doesn't read like a YA
it's like
book
they don't sound like high schoolers at all. It feels like they're in college. Like it feels like college students. Yeah, we don't want the blame for a bad book.
Yeah. I mean, they're not. I think that she thinks, and I even thought the same thing. Like it's a different culture over there, so they do.
Yeah, like the way they have like their first year, I was like, wait, how old are they first year? And I had to like really think about it. I was like, whoa, that's so different than like.
The only thing that was a little off to me, like I was questioning, and again, it's a different culture, so I mean, I went with it. I trust Chloe Walsh because she lives over there. Is what was Shannon? She was like just turning 16, and he was 17, and he made it a big deal of like you're too young for me. It's too big of an age gap. I'm like,
I think that was just Johnny not wanting to open himself up to like actually fall for somebody because he could tell instantly he was like into her.
On her, yeah.
Because Gipsy was like, okay, shut up with the age thing. Like, it don't matter. You're hanging out with her. You're going to movies with her. You're taking her home. Shut up about the age thing. I love Gipsy. So I'm so excited for him to have his book.
I pre-ordered it as soon as it comes in.
I can't wait.
And
you gotta read it. Like,
because she hasn't really been posting much, and we're getting closer and closer to the date. And I'm like, oh, are we gonna get it's coming out later announcement?
Yeah, because I kept seeing her posting things on Instagram, and I'm thinking, oh, this is like and it was like a Binding 13 or Keeping 13 day. I'm like, can you tease Taming 7?
But her newsletters, I don't know if you get like the newsletters or anything like that, or it could be on her Facebook too. She keeps dropping these inserts, and I will not read anything.
Like, I won't.
Yeah, nope, I'm gonna wait. I
just want to read the book.
Yeah, She keeps dropping a bunch of the inserts from Gipsy, and I'm like, no.
And why do authors not put books out on like Fridays or Saturdays?
Yeah. And why do they all put them out the same time too?
Or she has it for Monday the 15th, or at least that's the last time I had it.
It's like, give us the weekend to read it before we have to go to work.
Jennifer Hartman has a new book coming out in April.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm so excited about it.
Like, it looks like it's a reverse age gap too, I think, where it's like an older woman, younger man. So I'm like, I love those. So
it's I don't remember that.
It isn't? Okay, maybe I read the wrong blurb. Maybe I'm thinking the wrong one.
She said, like, it's from her point of view, and she says, and my best friend calls him Dad.
Yeah, that's her.
Oh, okay, never mind, you guys. I'm thinking of a different one.
I feel like we've picked a lot of those types of books.
But that's what we all like. That would be maybe a good one, because that when
does that come out? I applied for the ARC, but I don't know if I'll get it.
I applied too.
We all applied. We'll all get it.
We all saw Jennifer Hartman, and we're like, yes.
And her husband made the cover. It's gorgeous.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah.
I love Jennifer Hartman, and then like you take my favorite tropes and put.
Oh, Megan says the 7th. That could be. Oh, sorry, the 9th for Jennifer Hartman's book. She's saying.
Yeah.
So that could be a good option.
Yeah. I'm down. Let's put it in the poll. If we're gonna do a poll, then that could be.
Yeah, we could add that.
Yeah.
I know somebody previously wanted us to do over the top alien one. We could put that in the poll, but I don't know if Mandy wants.
I'll read whatever. Are we gonna do third Sunday then, the 21st?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would work good. And then that would give people time too, if we do end up doing this one, to get that read and everything. That would be a good option. We'll see. We'll have to see what Jessica says too.
The ARC, is that going to be weird because then we have to like rate it before the live?
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. I don't know if everybody looks at our Goodreads. I don't know. You know, be like, just ignore my review.
Yeah, for real.
I tend to be nicer on my ARCs too. Like, I don't want to be like super harsh. Although if I hate a book, like I'm gonna like, I actually hated Maggie Cole's release. Like, she had that new duet, and I read the first book. I wanted to DNF it, but I read it, and it was like a 1-star read for me. So it was like one where I actually had to reply and let them know, like, I'm not going to be able to review this because I didn't want to like bash it. Like the ARC, like that was another one me and Jen from the Book Refuge were ranting about because it was so. Like I hated it.
I've only applied for a couple of ARCs, but I try to only apply from authors that I've really enjoyed everything that I've read from them.
Well, that's the thing. I read some of her other series, and this didn't feel like the same author at all. And it was like, wait, this isn't like, her other series, the Mafia King. I think it's like the Kings or whatever. But she, like, I was like, this is like not even the same author. And she was like trying really hard to be really over the top. Like he literally calls her his little whore, his little slut, his little like the way he talks to her the entire, and that's his nickname for her, not during sex. She's his little whore, you know? And I'm like, okay. And that's like the bare thing of what pissed me off. Anyways. So that was the only time I've had like an arc that I freaking hated. And so usually I'm able to actually.
Jessica, what?
Oh, Jessica and I learned our lesson really early on. We had somebody send us her book to both of us to read, and we're like, oh, sure, this is so exciting.
Right. Yeah.
And we really did not like the book at all. Like, it was really bad. And so we're like, what do we do? Like, we don't want to get on and like bash this poor author that's trying to get her book out there. And so it was like, oh, this is awful. So then we kind of learned to be more picky.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what like I've turned to like only authors that I trust kind of thing. Or if I want to try a new author, like, you know, a lot of those like small town, you know, a lot of the authors I haven't read, I'll be like, oh, maybe I'll try and get that arc. But a lot of times they're like the fourth in a series. That's when I learned my lesson. I'm like, I'm not getting things in the middle of the series anymore, because I've gotten ones where it was like they bring up all these other side characters so much in the book. And I'm like, I don't even know who any of these people are. Or so I'm like, I don't want to get things in the middle of the series anymore. I'm not doing that. Or if it's like, you know, going to be a trilogy or something, sometimes I don't like, but I've gotten a lot more picky the last couple months, because I had way too many going on, where I'd had like 9 one month, and I was like,
oh, wow.
I can't, like, I know you have all these deadlines, and I'm not even going to be able to like mood read or pick up what I want to read, because I have to read this, and this.
Yeah, that's my problem. I want to read.
I'm a major mood reader, so that's why I'm like very picky. But like Neva Altai, I'm like, I want this book so bad.
Yeah, you know it's going to be good. Like,
I've done a couple others, and then obviously this Jennifer Cartman.
Where did you get Neva's arc through? Did you get it from her, or like through a PR company?
No, through her Facebook.
Oh, okay. I'm like, because I want to get her arcs.
She wanted you to have read all of the previous books, and you had to link your review for all 8 of them.
I'm not caught up yet, so I'm definitely behind.
I didn't even see that. I think, I'm on her Facebook. I didn't see that because I've read all of them too. So
Jessica saw it and messaged me, and she's like, you should apply. And I was like,
and you got it. That's awesome.
Okay. That's awesome.
I was like,
because I think, is that going to be like on like a previous couple or something? I don't know. I've just heard things, but I just need to like ignore what I've heard. Oh, I see somebody else in Jen's camera.
Oh, I had the window open, and it's the.
Oh, wow.
Freaking out. Yeah.
Okay, well, what else do we want to talk about, you guys? Any new book drama or any new releases or anything else that you want to talk about?
I don't have anything.
I pride myself on our channel not participating in book drama. We read what we want to read, and we encourage people to read what they want to read.
Yeah.
And reading is subjective. I mean, sometimes I like something and Jessica doesn't, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Just like our last buddy read. I mean, we were all over the page with how we felt on that.
Yeah.
And yet none of us attacked each other.
Yes.
We just were like, okay, let's move on. What are we reading next month? Like, actually, I thought it was funny that we were so across the board. Like, it was kind of cool, because usually we're like we didn't like a book and we're all on the same page, or we loved the book. So it was fun to have one where we had differences.
Yeah, it just shows how everybody can have such a different opinion on a book, you know, and like everybody's opinion's valid. But, and like, that's the thing is like, when I was getting like a rude comment on my channel, it's like, you know, I don't want you shaming anybody for like the stuff they read on my channel, if it's taboo or if it's this or if it has a kink. Like, there's no kink shaming. You're not gonna make people feel bad because they read a certain book, you know, like.
The closest we get to that on our channel is when Jessica reads an alien book and I laugh hysterically.
You tell her. And you're like,
I love that though. Like, I love your reactions to like Jessica, like it cracks me up because you can just tell you guys have been best friends forever with like the way you guys are. So I just love that dynamic. It's so funny. Like like even in your like we were guys talking about your pet peeves, your icks, and like Jessica's was all like about sex, like the peen, and you were like, I have one of those. She had like a million.
That was a good video. I like that video.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, I have too many pet peeves. I'm like, I gotta do a pet peeve video. I'm like a lot of things that piss me off, like the sex in the sand.
Oh my
We
God.
can't do this. Yeah, but
You
I
can
don't
have
know.
penises, but you cannot have sex in the sand.
Since
Mm-mm.
you're so close to the beach, Amber, you should go down there
No,
and
hell
be
no.
like, look at how the sand sticks to my hand.
See my hand now. If I was touching something or like it's like, and that's just on my hand. Who else? Who knows where else the sand's going?
And now see this hot dog and see what
It was so like.
then
No,
people
it
really
does.
come for you, Amber. They'll
That's
want to
too
ban
funny.
your channel with your crazy beach scenes.
Oh my God.
And on
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably wrap up.
Yeah, we probably should. All right. So we'll come out with a poll. I don't know if we want to put the poll on like just one of our channels or something, or if we're all doing a poll, because that would be kind of weird. Or Instagram. I don't know. So we'd have to figure that out.
We could do it like on Instagram. Like maybe you guys, Mandy, you guys could post it on your community.
Okay.
Since you guys
You
started.
guys have more subscribers than us. Like you would probably get more,
Yeah.
People.
We can do it on Instagram, and then because Instagram will tell you like however many %, and then just add it together of whoever.
Okay.
That's true. We could do that too.
Okay.
So maybe
let's
we'll
all
think of
post.
that, or we could just do, always do the Jennifer Hartman release. We'll see what we end up doing.
Yeah. If not, either way, that will probably, if we do a poll, then Jennifer Hartman's book would probably be on the poll. So
Yeah.
Just
we
stay
could do
tuned.
the poll, and if we have like a really close first and second, we could have April and May's picked.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
that's
really
true.
good idea, Mandy. Yeah, let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I do
That'd
that
be
in my
cool.
classroom a lot when we vote. So we don't have to keep voting all the time.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right. Do you guys have anything else to add before we go off?
No. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Happy St.
I
Patrick's
wore
Day.
green.
I kind of have green, but it looks like blue on camera, I think.
It does look blue. You're right.
Yeah, it's like a teal, but it's like
It
it's not coming off, right? All right. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on our next read.
Bye.
Bye.